Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. The fourth-year man out of Eastern Illinois, Jimmy Garoppolo, leading them out onto the field.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rushers, Jamal Charles on the carry. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide. It doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he floats one there, incomplete. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Brandon Marshall in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. To throw, it's Brady, and he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3-and-out. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Green, the tight end, in motion. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Let's go.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So they're operating in the red zone.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jamal Charles, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking deep for Demarius. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter, even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. For 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He goes underneath for Anderson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Jimmy Garoppolo, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out. On the second down, 8. Brady to throw on second down. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
No. Over. Here we go now. 3-19.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And McManus able to put it through, and the lead now increases to 20-0. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go now. Over. Set.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Garoppolo now. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Here we go. 3-19.
On first down, Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. It's a quarterback sneak.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he whips one in there complete. That's Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. A swing pass caught. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Andy Janovich in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos add on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Brady. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that
under pressure, and they got to him again. Shaquille Barrett coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, the catch was made, put down right on the spot.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Garoppolo looks to throw. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, a nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Garoppolo. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. David Harris coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual, and this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Brady now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shane Ray in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Toss play. This is Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And caught. Right side. Green. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still third down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Oh, shifty. Whoa. And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24. And here we get a look at Stewart down on the ground still. Hope this isn't anything serious. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And all the way down to the 29. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Gillisley. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw is Brady. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Welcome back now to Denver. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. 10th carry now for Anderson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 4, check 4.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out come the Patriots. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time.
Rob Gronkowski, there he goes. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So the Patriots coming out now. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way.
Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. From the gun, it's Brady. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Brady to throw on second down. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Breaks a tackle. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
All right, here we go.
On third down, Hogan. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
That confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw on second down. Hogan. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Hogan now. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
McManus able to put it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. On first down, Brady. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And this looks to probably be the final play. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.